Hello world, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. As I always say, we're picking up where we left off. New day, new session, new video, and we are... Well, I actually hit my microphone, sorry. We are currently in the chamber... Well, actually, yeah, we're currently in the Chamber of the Faith in Zanarkand. There was a lot that happened in the last few episodes. A lot of heavy storytelling went on, and, well, here we are, so... Let's see where any of this leads.
This isn't a faith. It's just an empty statue.
That statue lost its power as a faith long ago. It is Lord Zayon, the first faith of the final summoning. What you see before you is all that remains of him. Lord Zayon is... his soul is gone.
Gone?
You mean there is no Final Aeon?
But fear not. Lady Yunalesca will show you the path. The Final Aeon will be yours. The Summoner and the Final Aeon will join powers. Go to her now. Inside, the lady awaits.
Yuna, wait! Auron, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us?
If I had told you the truth, would that really have stopped you from coming? Yuna.
I'm not going back.
Kimari knows. Kimari goes first. Yuna is safe. Kimari protect.
So yeah, there is no Final Aeon. Rather, there is, but the original one that we've been looking for is no longer. Also, just a fair warning, there is going to be some back and forth work here. This next fight is kind of sort of on the tough side for reasons. And I don't want to repeat this entire, sequence, all these cutscenes, if I end up dying before the battle. Or even during the battle, I should say. So we're going to go up, we're going to go forward, trigger that scene, come back, save, and then make our way forward. I'll probably cut out when I come back to save, though. Anyway, move on forward, and... Ooh, first loading screen.
Someone's coming! Lady Yunalesca.
Welcome to Zanarkand. I congratulate you, Summoner. You have completed your pilgrimage. I will now bestow you with that which you seek. The final summoning will be yours. Now, choose. You must choose the one whom I will change to become the faith of the final summoning. There must be a bond between Chosen and Summoner, for that is what the final summoning embodies. The bond between husband and wife, mother and child, or between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zayon as my faith. Our bond was true, and I obtained the Final Aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the Final Aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. Your father, Braska, chose this path.
It is not too late. Let us turn back.
If I turn back, who will defeat sin? Would you have some other summoner and his guardians go through this?
But... my lord, there must be another way.
This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the Faith. I've been doing some thinking. My dream is back in the others, Anakin. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know. But now I know there's no way home for me. I'm never gonna see him again. My dream's never gonna come true. So make me the Faith. I'll fight sin with you, Braska. Then maybe my life will have meaning, you know?
Don't do this, Jecht. If you live, there may be another way. We'll think of something, I know.
Believe me, I thought this through. Besides, I ain't getting any younger, so I might as well make myself useful.
Jecht?
What? You're not gonna try to stop me too?
Sorry. I mean, thank you.
Braska still has to fight sin, Orin. Guard him well. Make sure he gets there. Well, let's go.
Lord Braska, Jecht.
What do you want now?
Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Orin. I'll find a way to break the cycle.
You have a plan?
Jecht?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
And the cycle went on.
We'll break it.
But how? What, you got a plan now?
If one of us has to become a faith, I volunteer.
Me too, Yuna.
That still won't change anything, you know? You'd bring the calm, and then what? That won't break the cycle!
Listen, you want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want everything, you'll end up with nothing.
But I want everything!
Now you're being childish.
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner, then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Orin said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes, I'll go ask Yunalesca. She's got to know something.
You really think she'll help you?
I don't know, but I have to try. This is my story. It'll go the way I want it, or I'll end it here.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know? It would be so easy to let my fate just carry me away, following this same path my whole life through. But I know I can't. What I do with no regrets.
So, yeah. It's either we talk to Yunalesca, or hopefully not, we'll fight her. And I'm just saying that for people who haven't played this game before. But yeah, either one of us has to become the Faith, or we find a way to break the cycle. And hopefully we can find a way to break the cycle. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, so just a heads up, this fight is going to be tough. The one thing you definitely do not want to do... Well, I'll give you a bit of a warning. This boss is going to inflict zombie on your characters. But that is a good thing. So if you check out my armor, I have absolutely nothing that's resistant to zombie or anything like that. Make sure you are the exact same way. Because when she inflicts zombie, it'll hurt. I kind of gave it away when I said she, but anyway, when she inflicts zombie on you, it's gonna hurt because she'll start using like regen and other healing abilities on you. However, yeah, you know what? It's better if I just show you. Just make sure, if you're trusting me from the beginning of this playthrough up until now, trust me on this specific point. Do not equip anything that is resistant to zombie. Let zombie affect you. And you'll see why after this next cutscene. Just go through these doors and it should start up.
Have you chosen the one to become your faith? Who will it be?
Might I ask something first? Will Sin come back even should I use the final summoning to defeat it?
Sin is eternal. Every Aeon that defeats it becomes Sin in its place. And thus is Sin reborn.
So that's why Jack became Sin.
Sin is an inevitable part of Spira's destiny. It is never-ending.
Never ending? But if we atone for our crimes, sin will stop coming back, yeah? Someday it'll be gone, yeah?
Will humanity ever attain such purity?
This cannot be! The teachings state that we can exercise sin with complete atonement! It's been our only hope all these years!
Hope is comforting. It allows us to accept fate, however tragic it might be.
No! Where is the sense in all this? Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jack believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They chose to die because they had hope. Yevon's teachings and the final summoning give the people of Spira hope. Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose. Who will be your faith? Who will be the one to renew Spira's hope?
No one. I would have gladly died. I live for the people of Spira, and would have gladly died for them. But no more. The final summoning is a false tradition that should be thrown away.
No. It is our only hope. Your father sacrificed himself to give that hope to the people. So they would forget sorrow.
Wrong. My father wanted to make Spiro's sorrow go away. Not just covered up with lies.
Sorrow cannot be abolished. It is meaningless to try.
My father, I loved him. So I will live with my sorrow. I will live my own life. I will defeat sorrow in his place. I will stand my ground and be strong. I don't know when it will be, but someday I will conquer it. And I will do it without false hope.
Poor creature. You would throw away hope. Well, I will free you before you can drown in your sorrow. It is better for you to die in hope than to live in despair. Let me be your liberator.
Now! This is it! Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
Yuna needs Kimahri. Kimahri protect Yuna.
Well, I'm fighting.
I can't believe we're gonna fight Lady Yunalesca. Give me a break.
You can always run.
Ah. I'd never forgive myself. No way. Not if I ran away now. Even in death, yeah?
My thoughts exactly.
Yuna! This is our story. Now let's see this thing through together.
And here we are in the battle against Yunalesca. She has 3 different forms. This one is easy. The second one, I believe, is when she starts to inflict zombie. The third one, you'll see what happens. But to start off this battle, I didn't really choose the best party to start with, but that's not a huge problem. Let's go ahead and try to mug from her. Stamina tablet, not bad, but she will counterattack with blind. Basically, if you attack with any physical attacks, she'll blind you. Attack with any magic attacks, she'll silence you. So it's basically how fast can you attack versus how much do you need to heal. But it's not all too terrible. With Titus, he's actually not going to do anything. I'm going to switch him out for Kimahri, and I think, just in case, we'll go ahead and do Scan. Just to make sure we have like all the information we can get on her at all times. So let's see. Cast Cure Again and regen on zombified characters. Cure a zombie with holy water. Her counterattacks dispel support magic. So you gotta be careful about that too. If you cast Hastig Out, Protect, Shell, any of that stuff, her counterattacks will get rid of it. And curses Aeons with Mind Blast. So use Aeons as a last resort or as a meat shield. She is immune to just about everything, I believe. And by the looks of it, I might be right. Poison, Power Break, Magic Break, Armor, even Armor and Mental Break. Okay. Her strength and magic are almost equal. Both of them are under 50, which is good, but at the same time, that can still hurt a bit. And silence on Kimahri because, yeah. I think I'm going to switch out with Lulu, and then I'll switch back to my better party members as we go along. For right now, though... Wait, she hasn't learned Flare? Can't speak. I guess not. We'll just go ahead and use Firaga. She has no elemental weaknesses or resistant to anything, so... But that still didn't do a whole lot of damage. And Lulu is immune to silence, so we're in a pretty good spot already. Okay, let's bring in probably Titus, because he's the weakest. Well, not the weakest, but you know what I mean. I think we're going to go for a Blitz Ace just to deal some real damage. It's too soon to use any of the other powerful overdrives, and this will take care of Yunalesca in her first form almost with no problem. Hopefully. Come on, Titus, don't let me down. And... Alright, we might be in a really good spot. Also note, he's putting his sword through a glass, or a, not glass, but like a magical seal, and there's no ground below the seal. Okay, so I don't know if that killed her in her first form. Looks like it did. And here is her second form. And my god, is it getting worse. So first off, she's going to use Hellbiter, and that will zombify the currently active party. Now again, this isn't bad. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it. When you kill this current form, her next form will do Mega Death. That will straight up kill your entire party, unless they're zombied, because they're already dead at that point. And as you can see, her health has basically doubled to 48,000. Almost higher than we've ever seen so far. So we're kind of in a rough spot. The only thing we can really do now is probably bring Wakka, Auron, and Yuna into the party. And switch out for the zombified characters prior to her death. So let's just go ahead and attack whenever we can. She'll cast Regen, but Wakka's alive, so that helps a lot. We're going to bring in Auron, and she's probably going to counterattack with Regen as well. Do I keep calling it Regen or Regen? When I was a kid, I used to call it Regen all the time, but I know better now. Yeah, let's go ahead for an overdrive. Yeah, let's do Banishing Blade, see what we can do with that. If we can inflict a mental break or something, because I don't think she was immune to it. Oh. Took me a while to remember how to do it. I'm not used to this overdrive. It's usually Shooting Star and Tornado that I'm used to doing all the time. We'll get Tornado eventually. Okay, so hopefully that inflicts something. Scan. It did not. Okay. So maybe I read it wrong. She was immune to a few other things. I'm gonna try. Let's go for Mental Break. See exactly if this works. She is immune. Okay. Yeah, we just read the scan information. You think I know better. Cura on. Not Titus. Not Titus. Alright. We'll go ahead and... You know what? No, we're not going to switch him out because she's almost dead. Might as well keep him in for now. She'll just keep counterattacking, and... Again, you can get rid of Zombie if you want, but I promise you it's not going to end well if you do. We'll just keep attacking, and her second form should go down no problem. Again, Wakka is Oh. Okay, I didn't take into account of this. Zombifying everyone again. I forgot she can do that. So the only thing we can really do is probably switch in Kimahri? Nope, because he's silenced. Was it Lulu then? Yeah. We'll go ahead and... Wait, she doesn't have Dispel? Crap! I am terrible. We'll bring in Riku. I know she has it. And we'll Dispel Regen on, yeah, probably on just Wakka since he's the only one who has it. And hopefully the other two can handle this battle no problem. Cura, this is gonna hurt. Yep, but not terribly so. Alright. So just Wakka and Auron need to attack, and we'll be in a pretty good spot. Come on. Okay. Auron, do your thing. Miss! What? I'm sorry, how did he miss? Nah, whatever. Yeah, the only other thing I can do... Actually, no, because you can't even get an overkill or anything during her first or second form. It's only on her last form. So let's go ahead and just finish this one off. And here she goes into her third form. And yes, it is her final form. Here she comes. Yeah. Kinda horrifying. And here comes Mega Death. As I said, this will affect the entire party, or the entire active party. However, only if you're alive, which none of my characters are. That is why you do not want to have any resistance against zombie. Okay, so her health is at 60,000. I believe that's 12,000 more than she was before, and definitely the highest we've seen so far. We can go ahead and do an overdrive with Wakka, and then we could probably finish the battle with Yuna's Bahamut. I think. I did go back and refill everyone's overdrives, by the way. And I highly recommend that before even doing this battle, because overdrives help a lot. I don't think this will kill her or even overkill her, but it should weaken her. Never mind. I underestimate Wakka at every turn. Wow, I'm terrible. I think that the problem is I'm not used to Wakka being this powerful. I only take him down Orin's path last, usually going down Titus's first. So I think just between that, it's like I'm not used to Wakka being so overpowered yet. But yeah, attack reels is amazing, and we took down Yunalesca. There goes the ritual.
If I die, so does the Final Aeon. And with it, Spira's only hope.
Then we'll find Spira a new hope.
Fool. There is no other way. Even if there was, even if you did destroy Sin, you, Yevon, the Immortal, would only create Sin anew.
You, Yevon?
Ah, Zeon. Forgive me. Spira has been robbed of the light of hope. All that remains is sorrow.
So yeah, Yuna got no experience. I wish she did, but I'll take what I can get. And the levels are pretty nice. And for that overkill, we get 2 level 3 key spheres and a staff for Yuna, despite the fact she wasn't even in the battle, really. But it has zombie strike, so that's actually not too terrible. Think about it. Yuna only has to hit someone, get them zombified. Well, where's my mic? Yeah, she just has to tap someone, zombify them, and she can kill them with magic. So let's see, what can we get rid of? Probably, again, one of these Avengers, because we don't need it. And there we go.
I cannot believe what we just did.
Let's do something more unbelievable.
What?
Destroy Sin, so it won't come back. And without the Final Aeon. I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out.
And find out we shall. Now, very important thing to know. If you're in this room with me, do not leave. If you do, you will come back here and Bahamut, Dark Bahamut, will be waiting. The reason I'm telling you to stay is, if you come over here and go up these stairs, there should be a chest right here containing the Sun Crest for Titus's, Calibolg? I'm learning how to pronounce it. But yeah, if you leave without getting that, you will have to fight Dark Bahamut. And you need every celestial weapon you can get to fight the Dark Aeons. There is no way around that fight. Stay here, get the crest, then leave. Do not leave and come back. But now that we're done, we're going to leave and come back at a much later time.
We must talk.
What?
There's something you should know.
I know. It's about you, right?
I am also an unsent. You are not surprised.
I think I kinda knew. It was Yunalesca, wasn't it?
When Braska and Jecht died defeating Sin, I just couldn't accept it. I came back here, tried to avenge them. But she struck me down. Somehow I made my way, crawling down Mount Gagazet. But my strength left me, just outside Bevel. That's where Kamari found me. I told him about Yuna, just before I died. I've been wandering ever since, never going to the far plane.
Auron.
Don't make that face. Being dead has its advantages. I was able to ride Sin and go to your Zanarkand.
And you've been watching over me since then, haven't you? Why? What's the big idea? Why me?
It is one of those things that is difficult to explain. Very well, I will show you. My memories.
Can I ask you one last favor? Nah, never mind.
Out with it.
Okay, listen good. Take care of my son. My son in Zanarkand. He's such a crybaby. He needs someone there to hold his hand, see? Take care of him, will you?
But how am I supposed to go to Zanarkand?
Hey, you said it yourself. There must be a way to get there, right? You'll find it.
All right. I will. I give you my word. I'll take care of your son. I'll guard him with my life.
Thanks, Auron. You were always such a stiff. But that's what I liked about you.
That is why.
So, yeah. Call back to when we were at the far plane back in Guadalsalam. Notice how Yuna was sending Lord Jiskel back to the far plane, and there were pyroflies surrounding Auron. Even Seymour says he's keen to the far plane. Or at least he's keen to the scent of the far plane. As we just found out, Auron is unsent. Weird, considering how he can die in battle still, but oh well. That's what makes him badass. Not even death can keep him away. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway. So the only thing we can really do here is, well, leave. But not before saving, of course, because we just went through a lot. And we are over 100 saves. I've honestly never saved this much before. Okay. So if we ride the elevator back up, it'll bring us back to technically the Cloister of Trials. Just to note, we're not done with this area just yet. Oh yeah, there was a thought I wanted to finish. So that whole scene that we saw with Auron and what he, Braska, and Jecht had to do, that's the reason why I wish we could play their story, because if it wasn't for them, or based on the way the story is unfolding, if it wasn't for them, 10's story would never have happened. Titus would have never gotten the idea to break the cycle. It was originally those three that decided, yeah, we need to do something about this. They failed, but it was brought on to Yuna and her guardians to successfully find a way to beat Sin. We just gotta see if they'll actually be successful. So yeah, at this point, just go ahead, leave Zanarkand ruins, and... oh, never mind, I thought it was gonna be another transition. Actually, what happens if we go back inside? Okay. Yeah, we have to come back here at just a little bit to complete the Cloister of Trials. There's still one more thing we need to get. But I just gotta check around, make sure I didn't miss any chests. Again, at this point in the game, my mind's mixed between 10 and 10-2. 10-2 had a lot more chests than this, so I just had to be sure. And oh, what's going on here? Everything looks a bit different now. What's happening? Where do we go? We can't go forward. Oh, what's this? Let's go. Oh, oh, oh my God!
Dad? I know. The final summoning's gone. But I'll think of something. Just give me a little more time.
Aren't we the happy-looking bunch?
Frana! Frana!
Where? Where? That all you can say? Why don't you think of something?
Well, any good ideas?
Come on, help us.
What do we know? Sin is Jet. Thus you have a link, a bond with Sin. That may be our key.
So, what do we do?
We think and we wait.
Two things I'm bad at.
And welcome back to the airship. I only wish it was a bit of a cheerier moment. As you can tell, everyone's kind of... That's because our faith isn't only shaken, it's destroyed. Yevon is basically done. There is no more faith in Yevon because we destroyed it. Now, some people might think that's anti-religious, or this game might be anti-religious. I'll have to disagree because... well, I actually have reasons, but I'll save that for a later time. But it's something we had to do in order to propel the story forward and to finally put an end to all the false hope. So right now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and use the save sphere, and we'll cut back when I decide what we're going to do. Okay, we're back, and I just touched the save sphere to learn this information. We are at Traveler's Save Sphere level 3. This means we can take the airship, go wherever we want, and to come back to the airship, all we have to do is touch the save sphere and teleport right back. And as you can see, we can go ahead and play more Blitzball if we choose. So let's see. Nothing too good for prizes. Definitely not what we want. So we'll just go back. The key thing to know is, in order for this to work, or in order for me to do what I want to for Blitzball, we have to play a lot more games, and then we can unlock Wakka's sigil, as well as his celestial weapon. We haven't played nearly enough games, so it might take a while. We also have to learn all of his overdrives, which I may or may not do. We'll see. And unfortunately, the party, or rather, the bridge here is kind of changed up the character positions. You can talk to them, they'll say different things, basically where they are, where they're going, how they're going to go about whatever it is they're doing. But I think first and foremost, what we're going to do is talk to Sid.
We'll wait till you think of a plan. Get that noggin working.
Or not.
We'll wait till you...
Yeah, we can teleport to the airship, but we can't go anywhere just yet. If you want to talk to the party members, go ahead. We are going to go ahead and meet up with Yuna, so I'll come back to when we get to her. Okay, here we are back on the cab, or back in the cabin, or whatever you want to call it. I went ahead, I talked to Rin, I sold off a lot of my equipment, almost everything I didn't need. But anyway, it took me a little bit longer to get here, but if you come up the stairs, go over to Yuna and Kamari. Well, where's my mouse? Or where's my headset going? I don't know. Anyway, come up here, talk to Yuna and Kamari, and they'll have a little bit of insight on what we should do next.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat Sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna never run away.
Thank you, Kamari.
So, Kamari, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight Sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Micah knows much. Find him. Make him talk.
That's it! Kamari, you rock!
So yeah, basically, we track down Maester Micah and get more answers. Seems like the guys behind Yevon have a lot of answers and probably know a lot more than anyone else. I mean, that's pretty obvious when I think about it, but at the same time, it seems kind of simple. Like we could have, or even should have, done this from the very beginning.
To Bavel, then.
Through the front door. You worried?
I'll be fine. We can't stop now.
Anyway, the only thing we can do now is do exactly as Yuna said. Head right back to the bridge and make a plot for Bavel, so I'll see you then.
Hey guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Yeah?
That's why he was listening to it in Makalania.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the Hymn of the Faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Sorry about that. I didn't actually cut back to when we made it to the bridge. I forgot there was a cutscene that happens when we do. But at this point, we can now plot a course to wherever we want to go in Spira. More or less. All we have to do is talk to Sid. But before we do that, I'm going to end the episode here. So thank you everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. In the next episode, we'll probably, I don't know, do some odds and ends and just get some stuff before we actually continue with the story. There's going to be a few side things we'll do, so we're not quite done yet. And on that note, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, world!